I've always loved Christmas, but it has not loved me back. Heck, it hasn't even liked me back. Almost all my worst memories happened at Christmas time. It all started when I was 2 and visited Santa at the mall. I wanted no part of that mall Santa. I arched my back and my face turned bright red and I cried and I screamed. Oh, what a sight I was. You're probably asking how I could even remember that since I was so young. Well, actually, I don't remember. But my mom took a picture of that horrible moment and blew it up to 8 by 10. It was on the mantle every Christmas. All the visiting relatives got quite the chuckle when they came over for the holiday season. But that wasn't the only picture of me visiting Santa on the mantle. There was also the one when I was 5. I wasn't screaming or crying that time, but I was puking. Yeah, that's right. Still not sure how my mom was able to get a picture mid-vomit, but she did. And then when I was 7, I noticed the mall Santa was sweating and looking a little pale. In the middle of telling Santa my list of wanted toys, he grabbed his chest and fell to the floor, taking me with him. Oh, I will never forget Santa being wheeled off on the gurney. Mom actually got a picture of that too, but fortunately it never ended up on the mantle. And when I was 8, Hot Wheels were all the rage. For Christmas, I really wanted the deluxe Hot Wheels set with the double loop. My mom told me that my grandma was getting me that set for Christmas. I told all my friends that right after Christmas, they could bring their cars over and we could race them. So, my grandma comes over on Christmas Day holding a big present. I excitedly tore into it, only to discover that she had not given me Hot Wheels, but rather Tot Wheels. Big plastic cars suitable for 3-year-olds. It took me a while to live that one down with my friends. When I was 16, I dated a girl. Not just any girl, one as beautiful and sweet as could be. Her name was Cindy. I want to tell you, in a sweater, she was a sight to be seen. Now, I wasn't the coolest or best looking kid in school, more of an awkward nerd. And so none of my friends could believe that I was dating Cindy. And I worked hard on our relationship, doing everything my 16-year-old brain thought a 16-year-old girl liked. In retrospect, it is possible I worked too hard. On the afternoon of Christmas Eve, I went over to see her at her house. I wore a truly wonderfully awful Christmas sweater and a Santa cap, just to be as festive as possible, and a handful of mistletoe. My 16-year-old boy imagination was going wild with what I believed would be an unforgettable Christmas Eve. It was unforgettable. You see, when I got there, Cindy was not alone. She was with my best friend, who, if anything, was a bigger nerd than me. Some lame excuses for their relationship followed. I don't even remember. Also, turns out I was very allergic to mistletoe. Spent Christmas Eve in the ER. When I was 20, I had to stay late at college and ran into a snowstorm. It took me 3 days, but I made it home just in time for Christmas Eve. Only to find a note on the door from my dad. It said, "Son, sorry no one's home. Your mom and I are getting a divorce. I fell in love with your Aunt Sally and I'm gonna spend Christmas with her. But you should know it's not all my fault. Your mom ran away with a mall Santa. I think they're somewhere in South America." I knew then that my life had just come full circle. Even worse, I had no key. And so I had to break a window to get inside the house, cut the hell out of my arm. Another Christmas Eve in the ER. 5 years ago, while decorating, I fell off a ladder and managed to break my leg in 3 places. That was great. And just this year, I got to share my personal Christmas hell with everyone in the world. Decorating the outside of my house again, I somehow got my pants stuck on a nail that was supposed to be holding up some Christmas lights. And no matter how I twisted and turned, I just couldn't get myself free. This went on for what seemed like forever. Eventually, in trying to free myself, I somehow got my pants stuck on another nail. There was nothing else I could do. So I took my pants off. But what I didn't realize is that my underwear was also caught on those nails and went off with the pants. So there I am, bare-assed in front of my house. I thought, well, at least no one saw me. Then I turned to my right and saw my neighbor's teenage son recording me with his phone. He got pretty much everything. It's on YouTube with over 1 million hits. At least he blurred out the naughty bits. And I have to tell you, I am not telling you about everything. I just hit the highlights. There have been countless other mishaps, embarrassments, accidents, and personal tragedies. And so, you can see that Christmas has never liked me. Not even a little bit. But I am not bitter, okay? In fact, just despite it, I love Christmas. I love the whole season. You hear that, Christmas? I love you no matter what you do to me. So, to all of you, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, the Happy New Year, happy everything. Take that, Christmas.